with a preview of a new suite of software and capabilities that are designed specifically for students, teachers, and administrators. So that's just some of the highlights of iOS 9.3. We think it's turned out really great, and it's going to make the best mobile experience even better. And it's available as a free update for all of you today. That's iOS 9.3 and iPhone SE. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a great update to iOS. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to sleeping better. And I'm incredibly excited about iPhone SE. Many, many customers have asked for this, and I think they're really going to love it. Next up is iPad. We believe that iPad is the perfect expression of the future of personal computing. We took a giant step in this direction last fall with the introduction of the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. And since then, many people are telling us that the iPad Pro has become their primary computing device. We've got some exciting news for you today. And to tell you all about it, I'd like to invite up Phil Schiller. Phil?
Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. I couldn't be more excited to be the one to be able to tell you all about iPad. Customers really have fallen in love with the new iPad Pro in the 6 months that it's been on the market. They're in love with the huge 12.9-inch Retina display, all its performance, all the capabilities, the speaker system, and the Apple Pencil. That is a true revolutionary breakthrough. We're hearing so much from customers around the world. Customers like John Lasseter, Chief Creative Officer of Pixar and Disney Animation Studios. John had this to say: the iPad Pro and the Apple Pencil are the closest we've ever been able to get in the digital world to actually drawing on paper. Or Stephen Gates, head of design at Citi. At Citi, iPad Pro is truly transforming how we work. Our design team has incorporated iPad Pro into their daily workflow, allowing them to create, collaborate, and share ideas in new ways. And Alex Waldman, head of design at Rafa. iPad Pro goes with me everywhere. For everything I do, latest cycling collection, it has not only replaced my laptop, but my paper notebook as well. People love iPad Pro. It is a revolutionary device. And so that's why today we're so excited to introduce you to, for the first time, the second member of the iPad Pro family. An entirely new iPad Pro based around a 9.7-inch Retina display. And it weighs less than 1 pound. It is an iPad Pro through and through. But why make a second iPad Pro that's smaller? Well, there are two really great reasons. First, we started iPad with a 9.7-inch display for a very good reason. It's a large enough display to get all of your work done, but small and light enough to carry with you everywhere you go. People have loved the size, and from the beginning, it has remained our most popular iPad size. In fact, I'm really happy to tell you that to date, we've sold over 200 million iPads with a 9.7-inch display. So for all of these customers, when they learn about the features of iPad Pro, they'll all see that it is their ultimate upgrade. There's a second group of people that would love to reach with this new iPad Pro. Windows users. You may not know this, but the majority of people who come to an iPad Pro are coming from a Windows PC, a desktop, or a notebook. Now, of course, we all know Windows PCs were originally conceived of before there was an internet, before there was social media, before there were app stores. And this is an amazing statistic. There are over 600 million PCs in use today that are over 5 years old. This is really sad. It really is. These people, yes, could really benefit from an iPad Pro. And when they see the features and performance and capabilities of a product like the iPad Pro designed for our modern digital lifestyle, well, many of them will find it is their ultimate PC replacement. Best of all, they can get access to all those incredible apps in the App Store. And we're so happy to tell you there are now over 1 million apps. First, it has a Pro display. but starts with the same materials used in the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, an oxide TFT display driven by a custom Apple timing controller. That custom controller has a variable refresh rate, so it runs really fast, but power efficient. We use our photo alignment technology to align the individual crystals so that it has an incredible contrast ratio and sharp text. But there's so much more to this display. It is 40% less reflective than an iPad Air 2. At just 1.8% reflectivity, it is the lowest reflectivity of any tablet. And if you're a pro working, you really appreciate that low reflectivity. And it's brighter, too, 25% brighter than an iPad Air 2. It puts out 500 nits of light, which makes it the brightest tablet available. And it has a very wide color gamut. It uses the Digital Cinema Spec DCI-P3, which gives it a 25% greater color saturation than iPad Air 2. In so many ways, this is the best display we've ever built for an iPad. In addition, it supports two really breakthrough features. The first you've heard about from JAWS. It works with night shift. So that as the sun goes down, the brightness dims a bit, the blue light wavelengths get reduced, and some people find that makes it easier to get to sleep. But the second feature is a breakthrough that's never appeared on any device before. It's incredibly innovative. We call it a True Tone display. A True Tone display measures the color temperature of ambient light and adjusts this display to match. I heard an O out there. Somebody already gets this. This is great. It has two new 4-channel ambient light sensors that measure both brightness and color temperature. So how does that work? Well, let's start with a piece of paper. A piece of paper reflects light. So when you use it in different environments, it reflects the color temperature of the light in that environment. Our optic nerves are designed to be comfortable with this experience. You go into the warm, incandescent light of your home, and the paper takes on a warm tone. But now you use a digital device. Digital devices emit light, and that light has the same color temperature no matter where it is. So the color cast isn't right. It doesn't match paper white. Well, except now if it is a True Tone display, it does. No matter where you use it, it automatically senses the color temperature of the light and becomes warmer or cooler and matches paper white and is really natural. Once you use a display with this True Tone technology, you never want to go back to old technology again. It is quite a breakthrough. What's used to use? Next, it has a Pro audio system. It has 4 speakers working in the stereo system that adjust automatically the frequencies between highs and lows depending on how you hold it. It also puts out twice the audio volume of an iPad Air 2. But best of all, this has incredible level of performance unlike any other mobile device. It has our fastest chip ever, an A9X. This is our 3rd generation 64-bit chip, over 3 billion transistors. It's made with a 3D FinFET architecture. If you don't know what that is, it is unbelievably state-of-the-art, and people are noticing. TechRadar wrote, iPad Pro packs powerful enough hardware to be a genuine laptop replacement, with more than enough grunt in terms of processor and graphics performance. And it has a ton of grunt. 12 cores of graphics delivering over half a teraflop of graphics power. That's more than an Xbox 360 in a device that you hold in the palm of your hands. It's incredible for gaming. It's also incredible for professional applications, modeling, rendering, just fly on the new iPad Pro. And it's absolutely enough performance for the great iOS 9 features for multitasking, when you can have apps side by side and video streaming in picture-in-picture. It is an incredibly powerful chip. It also, as Jaws told you, includes our embedded M9 motion coprocessor. With that, apps that use our built-in sensors are instantly calibrated and up and running quickly. It also supports Hey Siri. I said it that way because I know it always sets off people's phones when I do it. This means you can talk to your iPad, and you can ask it to open your mail and check for new messages. You can talk to your iPad and ask it to go to a website or look up a contact, and it can do it all automatically for you. And the iPad Pro supports a great line of Pro accessories. There's a smart keyboard designed specifically for the size at that 9.7-inch Retina display. For example, my favorite feature, Command Tab, so I can switch between my multitasking applications just like on my desktop Mac. And it supports the greatest accessory Apple has ever made, the pencil. This is an amazing device. It's a breakthrough, and people are really falling in love with it. Christopher Finn of Creative Block wrote, "Let me be completely clear. This is the best digital drawing tool there has ever been." We couldn't agree more. It is an amazingly precise drawing tool. It senses pressure as well as the tilt angle for amazing drawing. And you can draw it just like you do on paper by putting your hands on the iPad because there's built-in palm rejection software. And it recognizes the pencil as well as your fingertips, so you can use both simultaneously to advanced techniques for your drawings, your illustrations. People love drawing illustrations on it. They also like taking notes on it. It's an incredible device. There are other Pro accessories as well. A great new line of Lightning adapters. For example, a new Lightning SD card reader that's incredibly fast. And this is a really powerful accessory, a USB card reader. Sure, it lets you plug in your camera, which many of us do, but because it's powered, you can use a lot of your corporate network. And for those of you who are podcasters, you can plug in a microphone and do your podcast right from an iPad Pro. Customers love taking photos with their iPads as well. Certainly photos for personal use, but more importantly, they can use the camera for work as well. You can use the camera in augmented reality apps. You can use it to scan documents. You can use it to see constellations in the night sky. There are so many great uses for that camera. And in the new iPad Pro, we've put our most advanced camera yet. It's a 12-megapixel iSight camera with its focus pixels, True Tone flash, that amazing image signal processor built into the A9X allows you to take pictures quickly with amazing color and low noise, huge panoramas, and beautiful live photos. And you can shoot 4K video with it. So right on your iPad Pro, you shoot 4K video, and you can edit multiple streams right there on the device. There's a 5-megapixel FaceTime HD camera, which is wonderful for doing video conference calls. And again, the whole display is a Retina flash, so you can take great selfies with you and your friends as well. There are so many new features and innovations packed into this iPad Pro. Hopefully you see what we do. This is the best upgrade ever for every iPad owner, and it is the ultimate PC replacement for all of those old PCs in the world. Like everything we do, the team works hard to make it environmentally friendly. Mercury-free LED backlit display, arsenic-free display glass, BFR-free, beryllium-free, PVC-free, and aluminum. The iPad Pro comes in 4 metal finishes: silver, gold, glassable, recycled, highly space gray, and for the first time, rose gold as well. And there are great cases and covers that you can add that come in a variety of beautiful colors. So this is the iPad Pro. With a 9.7-inch Retina display, what will it cost? Well, we're really excited to offer a 32-gigabyte iPad Pro for just $599. That's $200 less expensive than the 12.9-inch, and hopefully we can reach a lot more customers with it. For 128 gigs, for $749, and for the first time ever in an iOS device, there's a configuration now with 256 gigabytes of storage. Orders begin this Thursday, March 24th, and they also start shipping next week on the 31st. We are so excited about this iPad Pro. The team's worked so hard on it. We really love it, and we've created a brief video to tell you just a little bit more about it. So these are our iPad Pros now in 2 sizes, starting at just $599, the 9.6. And the 12.9 also now gets that new 256 gigabyte configuration, so our highest end customers are going to love that. This is the best lineup we've ever had of iPads by far. It starts with just an iPad mini at $269. The iPad Air 2, which used to be our highest end